People's National Party, PNP, makes submission towards the preparation of the report of the UN Secretary General pursuant to the UN General Assembly Resolution UN-A/RES/78/234 for immediate release. We are pleased to announce that in June 2024, the PNP's Foreign and Regional Affairs Task Force, FARATF, made important submissions to the United Nations Office of the High Commissioner on Human Rights, OHCHR, as a part of the UN's global call for input to inform the preparation of the 2024 report of the UN Secretary General on the implementation of the United Nations General Assembly Resolution A/RES/78/234.
Now, my viewers, I do only to stop the whole for himself, you know. Now, here we have the PNP party. Submit input to the United Nations Secretary General on a report on anti-racism solution. Because, as we know, because Mark Golan is a British citizen, and you see what Andrew Holness did because of the man's background, and his, as I said, it's basically a racist move Andrew Holness a pull off. However, here the PNP take it to the United Nations for resolve and make a clear definition to Jamaica on the stance of anti-racism. Now, we're going to listen to Christopher Henry of the PNP has to say on this issue.
We are pleased to announce that in June 2024, the PNP's Foreign and Regional Affairs Task Force, FARATF, made important submissions to the United Nations Office of the High Commissioner on Human Rights, OHCHR, as a part of the UN's global call for input to inform the preparation of the 2024 report of the UN Secretary General on the implementation of the United Nations General Assembly Resolution A/RES/78/234. This report was presented to the recently concluded 79th session of the UN General Assembly. The intervention of the task force at the UN level on matters was important as it included, but not limited to, racial discrimination, direct and indirect, hate speech, racial slurs, incitement of racial superiority/ideologies, and other related intolerances in our parliament and social media. We stand firm in our commitment that in this post-colonial nation, we will never go back to the dark days of the Coral Gardens Massacre 1963 and encourage all Jamaicans to continue to heed the motto, out of many, one. As we strive to build a more inclusive Jamaica for all Jamaicans of all ancestries, we call on the government to lead by example on the international human rights threads of equality and non-discrimination, and to act as prescribed under the Charter and treaty-based mechanisms of both regional and international anti-racism architecture. You can read the full submission on the OHCH's website, which is attached to the written version of this release.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm or check us out on Facebook at Jamaica PNP.
Now, viewers, I hope you hear where I go on the side. You see, this racial ideology where Andrew Holness are trying to embed on the minds of the people, them, where them a style Mark Golan as back a British, Master back, if it's a white man, his family a slave holder, and all this kind of ideology that him a try embed it in the minds of Jamaican people. It literally sends the wrong message where him a put in the minds of the people. As a leader of the country, we shouldn't have that within our parliament. So you see it, what Andrew Holness do, it turned back around and bite him now because the PNP take it to the international eyes and make the international United Nations responsible for racism take a look at what Andrew Holness doing in Parliament. So as you can see, the international eyes are looking for Andrew Holness. Now, if you want to know more on this issue, go look it up on the website. It's there.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm or check us out on Facebook at Jamaica PNP.
Now let me get into another important issue was popping in the local nation of Jamaica. But first, let me run this quick advert. Now welcome back to another exclusive for live. Now blessing goes out to all my viewers and all my subbies, all my well wishers. Like, share and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Coming up in today's topic and review.
Progress to Jamaica, progress to we.
Now my viewers, Isat Buchanan and the PNP party, them put on one piece of meeting, saying a shocking message to Darrell Valls and Marie Valls. All know them in denial. The labor them can't believe it. Them attack all type of something. I say a bus load them bring on a barrow crowd. Them me say them can't believe it. But as I tell them say, if them want to say the truth, just tell the Prime Minister call the election now, you see. No, me go show the war with the East Portland Conference, further on down in this broadcast, But to make sure, stay tuned to the end of this broadcast. Make sure you like the broadcast. Make sure you share the broadcast to your friend and your family. Because these messages are vital and are important to the nation to hear this message. You understand? If you want a better Jamaica, once you view this, you make sure say you share it right away, and whoever you share it to, you tell them say, listen, make sure say you share it on. We need to get the message across the whole of Jamaica. Cause you can see Jamaica is awoken. Only the labor right them still asleep right now. Them sleeping, them snoring.
$40 billion. $40 billion. It's the largest allocation ever for roads.
Now my viewers, man, all I reason, I don't know if I may alone ever notice it, but when the Prime Minister do anything where he should do as a Prime Minister, him always do it like him a brag and a boast. 40 billion is the most money ever located for road. A lot of people might say it and, yeah, it's a good initiative and the Prime Minister spend money upon road, but I don't think it's a good initiative because it's the same old politics Andrew Holness a place where in time to come up to election, them spend certain amount of money upon the road. And it's only in order to get votes. And anytime them issue out the money, them give it to like the MPs them. And then like the MP them will issue out the contract. It's just the same old bull. Same old politics in my play with poor people life. Want to know if you take a listen to what I say. Then want to know if you listen to my reasoning.
$40 billion. $40 billion. It's the largest allocation ever for roads. And these are roads that the public has an input in determining what is the priority. 20 billion of that will go to local roads, and it is distributed equitably per constituency. And the constituents would have attended the consultations, they would have raised their issues. And we did that because, yes, there is a culture of blocking the road in the belief that somehow that is going to spur the government into action.
Now I'm wanting to hear my reasoning, The government of Jamaica, it's time for the government of Jamaica to realize that to fix the roads them in Jamaica, all of the roads them in Jamaica, not gonna happen at once. Now, what the government need to do is to have a government roadworks program where is the government response to it. This giving out billions of dollars to MP or constituencies for fix road is nonsense. Cause them fix the road but the road them doesn't get maintained. The government of Jamaica need to have a road works government program that run all the time, where young man of Jamaica, individual of Jamaica can always go there so go get work, because there is so much road to be done, and anytime the road them done, the road them have to be maintained, so they are always gonna be work. The MP them for monitor the work in them constituencies and make sure say the work are done properly, but the money should always stay within the government, and the government pay the workers them directly, where either in them bank account or them go collect them money or them check. But this same old politics where Mr. Andrew Holness come with, it stayed out and it played out, and it's just embarrassing that we continue in this way in 2024.
Two things. One, we know about the condition of the road because we are assessing the road. And secondly, you know, if the government were to respond to every roadblock, it would be chaotic.
I'm trying to give you a view as best as possible, but so what we're really seeing is the breakaway eats away at about half of the road. So you're going to find vehicles are driving by and then they're just going to fall off. And I'm calling again on the relevant authorities to come and fix this situation. It is a stretch of road coming from Union in Balaclava down Ryan and approaching the Silo Square. I'm calling once again. We really need some help, because what you're going to see, we're going to hear about some great disaster down here in Silo.
All right. So as a nation, we need to understand that, you know, it is not a negligent government.
Now really no, Mr. Andrew Holness, you don't see it as neglect. Anytime the resident has been pointing out this issue to you for over 2 years before the condition result into this devastated now where people can't even travel on the road. Is that not negligent? Listen to what the people them must say.
At Ryan, most of you would have probably heard by now that the road has actually collapsed, and so we have a situation where Silo Division, persons coming from Magoti as well, have been cut off from Balaclava. This is the only roadway that connects the two major communities of Silo, Magoti to Balaclava. The rain that has fallen over the past few days, the road has actually collapsed. And so we're using this opportunity to call on the relevant authorities, and particularly the Member of Parliament, alerting him as to the problem that we have here with the poor state of the roadway. And so I'm using this opportunity to reach out to the Member of Parliament to ask him to allocate some of the emergency funds that he has to assist with this emergency road repair that needs to take place. We need the MP to reach out to the National Works Agency, because he is the only one who has that authority. This is not a parish council road. This is an NWA road. Right now the communities are marooned, and what we're going to have later on, you're going to hear that taxi fare going to have to increase because of the poor road condition and the long route that they're going to have to take. And so we're appealing to them to have the requisite funding be put in place so as to address what is clearly a clear and present danger.
That is uncaring and not paying attention.
Yes, sir. It's very uncaring and not paying attention to the needs of the people. Too busy paying attention and building an economy with foreign investors and leaving the normal people them for last, and them at risk. They might not even live to see whatever you are promising them. Now take a listen to what this other individual have to say, and this is a different part of a road that the same thing happened.
I'm back at the location where I made an appeal to the relevant authorities to have this breakaway in the road fixed. I am calling on the authorities again because a citizen called me to indicate to me that it has become even more dangerous. What we're talking about now is a cutaway underneath at least half of the road. So Persons don't even have to just walk over here now, but you're talking about motor vehicles that are traversing the area may just find themselves slipping into a big hole. The road is going to collapse very soon, and I'm going to just show you what exactly I'm talking about. I'm trying to give you a view as best as possible, but so what we're really seeing is the breakaway eats away at about half of the road. So you're going to find vehicles are driving by, and then they're just going to fall off. And I'm calling again on the relevant authorities to come and fix this situation. It is a stretch of road coming from Union in Balaclava down Ryan and approaching the Silo Square. I'm calling once again. We really need some help, because what you're going to see, we're going to hear about some great disaster down here in Silo.
It is a huge problem, and it is not your community alone. And the government is putting in place a strategic, well thought out response that will ensure that your road will not just be patched, but a full rehabilitation that will last you significantly, maybe even a lifetime. And that needs to be understood.
Now, Mr. 28 bank account. The last time you tell us that you have built road, St. Thomas Highway, that's gonna last us for 5 decades. This is what we get, and you come back again with the same old talk. You now learn. You feel say we as a nation now wake up and see your bull. Listen this here, people.
A retaining wall under construction along a section of the Roselle Main Road in St. Thomas has been destroyed in recent heavy rains. The wall was being restored after it collapsed during the passage of Hurricane Beryl in July. Counsel for the White Horses Division, Hubert Williams, has described as poor the quality of work that was done in the first.
Originally, there were no foundations set for that wall. So the wall was on the surface of the land. So as soon as we start to get storm surge, the surge of the storm just take of the sea rather, just take the wall away. So I'm just saying, in the future, we should supposed to try to do quality work with government funds. And if quality work was done, we would have that situation today, because that wall now, the state that it's in, it's endangering life. And it's something that we have to fix quickly.
Mr. Williams says this is a common problem for the entire road network.
If you look right across the length and breadth of the highway, we start to have damaged spot, bad spot, sunken spots. And it's because the subsurface wasn't right. Inferior material. I am saying it's the worst infrastructure program in the history of Jamaica. It is very sad what St. Thomas people receive after waiting decades for a highway.
$20 billion will go to main roads, and that will be at the direction of the NWA. And those roads, the criteria would be high traffic, strategic connectivity, and enhancing, our productivity. So clearly we're going to look at roads that enhance productivity, connectivity, and strategic value.
Now my viewers and my subscribers want to know if you listen carefully and don't be fooled, by what this man saying, Andrew Holness is saying that the 20 billion which locate to roads is for main roads, unlike roads that connect to maybe to the highways where can be productive, but local roads right now are going to remain the same.
And $5 billion we have committed to ensure that we lay the water mains along these roads so that we don't have to go back and dig up the road again. There are some roads that there are no water mains there, but if we're going to do it, may as well put in those water mains. There are some roads where the water mains are old, they're calcified, broken, or too small. We will replace them. So with that, I say to Jamaicans that I'm not asking for your patience, I'm asking for your understanding. and giving you the assurance that we will fix your roads. Already, we have allocated an additional $3 billion for patching. Note that we cannot patch if it is raining. From a technical perspective with the asphalt, but even from an economical perspective, you patch today and it rains tomorrow and all of that is gone again, wasted.
What he's gonna do for local roads, like this big hole in the road, he's gonna patch them. But him say him can't patch them now because rain a fall. Now as I said, this is just the same, you know what I mean, the same thing we just keep going around in circles. We need a work program in Jamaica which runs yearly where the roads them are being maintained. It doesn't matter how much money you spend, without maintenance of the road, we shall end up with this same issue.
Christmas season, which coincides with our routine maintenance regime.
You know, more time be Mr. Andrew Holness stop there for laugh. Mr. Andrew Holness, there is no routine maintenance regime. Maybe the highways them with the Chinese them build, but not the local roads them, Mr. Andrew Holness, cause if the local roads them were maintained, they wouldn't in this deplorable condition all over Jamaica, you know, brother. If you're a taxpayer in Jamaica, you must familiar with that building up on the screen right now. Cause that building is the tax office, and look outside the tax office where you have to go pay your car tax. So where is routine maintenance being done on the road? You see when I'm telling you, say this man is a sick individual. This man is literally sick in the head, you know. Someone have to know how to make a madman a lead, you know. This man is not only mad, but he's delusional. He's lie. Ain't I miss a lie, I mean the man liar than comic. Roadworks is something that have to be done daily. Cause every day, every vehicle, traffic, cars, I know now brother that boss. They'll write you about a brother that boss about how much billions of cars come to Jamaica. You understand? And by next year, how much more 500 more thousand cars are come to Jamaica. Where them gonna drive? Where them gonna drive? It just assure the people them that there is beer money in Jamaica. But the sad thing is only a few are benefit from it.
So there will be a further allocation to constituencies for patching. So there will be some funds in the system to be able to respond at the local level to some of the concerns that exist.
I open and listen now.
Or patching. So there will be some funds in the system to be able to respond at the local level.
Him say there is some funds located for help at the local level. So the local people them at the bottom of the food chain, them have to wait for last until him done build up the economy. Then him go help them. Now una listen and una go hear him say when me I say to una.
So I want again to say to the Jamaican people, government understands the issue. We agree it is at a crisis proportion. We did not create this problem. This problem is 50 years in the making. It's
him just want brag and boast say him can give out 20 billion this and 40 billion for this. And it's just rubbish. Cause all the money I got to waste. Once that reaches on the MP them and we all know what happened. Me not have to even go into it. It becomes a friend thing, a free for all. Who now pocket this, you know what I mean? And less work done, more fun. We need a government road work program, which is a program run right until the end of time. Where people can go, they go get work because road need maintenance all the time. You fix the road 3 months or so, you have to go maintain the road, check the road, so You know what I mean? And there is so much work to be done. You know how much work can be issued out. But the government do these things that make you feel like say, yeah, him a do good. Him don't have no style. And him not thinking about the best interest of the people. Him not think about empowering Jamaica. You understand? Because all this money where I take, I waste him, I waste it. You see me as a people, I go show no why. Because look on them road there, where him build. Listen to him myself first.
Just to be clear, it is a problem of lack of the financial resources over the last 50 years to make the investments in the roads. So when we come...
No, Mr. Prime Minister, it's not lack of finances. A lot of money are in Jamaica. The problem is the management of the finances. That's the difference.
Complain about what is not being done. What is not being done is not the lack of the things you have. What was not being done was to create the economy that gives the wherewithal, the resources to provide you with the things we have. Our conversation is one-sided, lopsided, and very narrow. We complain we don't have buses, we don't have roads, we don't have water. Complain about the economy. It is the economy that you didn't have, that you didn't hold the governments then to account, that created these problems. And until our political discourse improves, then these problems will continue, because we keep letting off governments easily for not fixing the economic problems while giving you promises about the ills that it creates. All right? It is.
Yes, I agree. Build an economy that benefits all, not an economy that benefits few. If you can be honest with the nation and tell the nation why is it the economy will grow, but it's only a few people will grow. How much apartments you have, how much apartments your wife have, where the Igla will still be Igla, and all of these poor people will still be poor people. I wait for you. A bill the economy for benefit of you.
It's the economy. It's about creating the economy. And what this administration is trying to do is to say to the higgler in the market, the teacher in the classroom, the small businessman, the housewife, let us build a productive economy. When we increase productivity in the economy, we have more resources. And that's what we've been doing. We have been increasing the productivity in the economy. And we have seen that productivity increase in small ways, by increasing employment. So once more people are employed, more production is taking place. But we are at the point where we are almost at full employment. So where is the productivity going to come from? It is going to come from the increase in productivity of labor, but even more so, the increase in productivity from businesses, how businesses administer their affairs. And that now we're talking about innovation, administration, the creation of new products, the introduction of technology, the creation of new industries.
No, my viewers and my subscribers, only no sister this a man a madman. Only no sister this a man a madman. The thing this man a talk about to the by viewers and by subscribers is nothing that's gonna happen in our lifetime, you know. You be say that something will gonna happen overnight. Listen to what the man saying, you know. If you listen, you know. Poor pod.
Going to come from the increase in productivity of labor, but even more so, the increase in productivity from businesses, how businesses administer their affairs. And that now we're talking about innovation, administration, the creation of new products, the introduction of technology, the creation of new industries. That is where the big productivity gains are going to come from. And when we get those big productivity gains, we're going to take that and support the fixing of your roads, your water supply. Every Jamaican must make that connection.
Well, Mr. 28 account, you're really delusional. Because if you think that Jamaican people are going to sit down another term for wait upon you for fulfill all of these promises, it's coming up to 9 years now, you know. You make all these promises to the people, them, you know, and you haven't delivered none. And you come back again with all these dead promises. But it's only yourself you're convinced. you need to call the election. And you will say it's only yourself. You fool. Cause you not fool Jamaica people no more. We not live on no dead promises. You hear what this man say? Oh, now I get on the road and on the water. Fix. This man need to step down out of power now. Yeah? And let Mark Goldlin show him how to run a country for the people. Every Jamaican should have water in them pipe and in them house. At 8 years and from this man coming power, people have black jump. People still can water upon them head in 2024. Oh my God, me feel like a ball I water for them people there. Ain't time I think about it. Cause I remember, I used to carry water upon my head. Come home from school, you know what I mean? And no water on the day, have to make sure you go get the bucket and go all the way. How you will go get water and can't come home before your mother come home from work, you know, dog. You understand? And for consider that in 2024, people are still doing that. And we have a prime minister that come up on here and a brag and a boast, you know, while him and his family, them, you know, them have how much rooms, and every room having a tap. Them have flush toilet, but them not think about the average Jamaican. Him a come tell them about him want them labor, and you want them for labor for foreign investors. We not even pay the people them no money.
Another major disruption in the hotel sector as staff at Secrets Hotel stage protest.
Workers at the Secrets Resort in St. James this morning. They have taken their plight to the streets as they say the management of the resort has not heeded their calls for better treatment. They told our news team that they have had to be working long hours due to the shortage of staff, but they're not being paid overtime. Junior Miller is a kitchen supervisor at the resort.
I don't have any staff, and I am here for 13 and 14 hours most of the day, 15 hours, and yet nobody can say to me, you are getting this person, that person tomorrow. And still, my pay at the end of the fortnight is still short. Yes, the 80 hours till they cut to 75. Sometimes you can short 13 hours and maybe 14 hours of work. So why problem? You don't have no staff and you still not pay people them. Nothing wrong with the problem. Stay out the road. Make you get them suffer.
Just last month, workers at the Royalton Hotel in Negril and Falmouth staged a protest over similar issues.
You know, I'm going to make sure play this clip of this news that was midday news on TVJ. So you can see, say, me now just talk about Mr. Andrew Holness for no reason. Now I want you to listen further to the news.
Amid concerns about a labor shortage in the tourism sector I'll read that again. Amid the concerns about the labor shortage in the tourism sector, at least one hotelier in Westmoreland is calling for the government to invest more in local tourism. Managing Director of Shamila Inn, Daniel Grizzle, says while he understands some of the challenges in the sector, importing workers from other countries is not the answer.
Now my viewers, I hope you are listening, you know. I hope you are listening because I know for a fact. So Mr. Andrew Holness, I listen and watch my broadcast. I make a show no clear evidence when me talk about because me send them to him. Because I want him to be a better leader. Because all this nonsense this man going on with people, it only gonna make him lose this election so miserably. Because he keep just focusing on one way of developing Jamaica, which is tourism. And these foreign investors, they come in and they thinking about what? Their self. And they want cheap labor of these Jamaican people. And when the Jamaican people them stand up against them and strike, this is their solution to the problem. Listen well.
We have to step up training and serious training in every different field, right? And don't importing workers is not the answer. We have imported enough food and stuff draining our foreign currency. We don't want workers to also draining out the foreign currency. What you have to invest in is in our people.
Now my viewers and my subscribers, yeah listen, I hope you listen and I hope you hear, you know. And I hope you not fool it up. You hear what Mr. Dizzy say? The importation of food I draw out so much of the foreign currency out of the country. So if additional now workers come, I go draw out more foreign currency out of the country. Boy, to always this we say it is so like a song, but I forgot remix this into a song. You need to focus on the people.
Importing workers is not the answer. We have imported enough food and stuff draining our foreign currency. We don't want workers to also draining out the foreign currency. What you have to invest in is in our people.
Moment of silence, please, cause the Prime Minister just get unalive in the show. The little increase, a little minimum wage we give the people them is a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Cause when you work it out to average countries, UK, America, it's like peanut. But yet still, the people them are do the same work. Them even work harder than the people them are foreign. You are a sick individual. I know you tell the people them about innovation, created new product, new ideas. These things aren't for the average Jamaican people. Where you going with this, Mr. Andrew Holness? You need for backup, you know, brother. You need for backup and come back to reality, because you live in this dream where it's not a reality for many. You need to come back down to reality.
But we are at the point where we are almost at full employment. So where is the productivity going to come from? It is going to come from the increase in productivity of labor, but even more so, the increase in productivity from businesses, how businesses administer their affairs. And that now we're talking about innovation, administration, the creation of new products, the introduction of technology, the creation of new industries. That is where the big productivity gains are going to come from. And when we get those big productivity gains, we're going to take that and support the fixing of your roads, your water supply. Every Jamaican must make that connection.
No, come on now, Mr. Andrew Holness, man. Jesus, peace, man. No, you say you put away how much billions for disaster in time, hurricane or whatever happens and mash up road and stuff like that. So how come now you saying that you have like a little bit of money put away for fix up the road them on the local level, and ain't you look at the majority of roads that are destroyed, and now you tell the people them say you can't fix them the road there because what? You have to fix the economy first, so the people them have to go live with that, because this problem was created 50 years ago, Mr. Andrew Holness. Oh, you so lie. Alright, people, may I show you how him lie, you know. Because this St. Thomas Road where him building, you know, this little cheap road, you know, never exists 50 years ago, you know. This man is a wicked man, you know. Me no know where you going a power for. Because only thing you just keep saying is that everything what's happening now happened in a PNP time, or it happened 50 years ago. Look how far you gone back, I say, from them time there until now. It make the road them a mash up like that. So where you gone in a power for? Where the people them a pay tax for pan them car for? Where all of the money there where fix the road them? For number one, the road them should be maintained. You fix the road, you can't just fix it and leave it. You have to fix it and you have to maintain it. So the workman of Jamaica, road work go on all through the year. A foreign ain't here look. Every day them a do road works. So you always have people employed and the road them stay maintained. It's like you buy a car. If you don't service it, it can break down. Then the road that would not last 50 years, Mr. Andrew Holness. Since you come in power, tell me, have you maintained the roads them? No, you haven't. You just a bill, but you not maintain. You patch up the road them. Anytime it come up to every 4 years time, anytime it come up to election, you take up taxpayers' money and throw it out, give MP them, and them just take it and wrap it up and patch up the road them, and then the next 4 years again we're going back to the same thing again. It's sickening. You understand what I say to you? Because if you did build these road good, we wouldn't have this problem right now. But you do some cheap labor and put all of the money in your pocket and I run it through your 28 account. And that is GLP-ism. Ism and schism. GLP-ism and schism. That's what that is. We can say clearly what you do, Mr. Andrew Holness. And may I tell you, say, the people in Jamaica, if you listen to what Mr. Andrew Holness say, him say, una be too soft upon the government.
Our conversation is one-sided, lopsided, and very narrow. We complain we don't have buses, we don't have roads, we don't have water. Complain about the economy. It is the economy that you didn't have, that you didn't hold the governments then to account, that created these problems. And until our political discourse improves, then these problems will continue because we keep letting off governments easily. Because we keep letting off governments easily. Letting off governments easily for not fixing the economic problems while giving you promises about the ills that it creates. Alright? It is
now Jamaica people, when I take them insult from the Prime Minister, the man say, no done nothing about the government. I give on be a promises I don't fulfill, but if so that idiot. Him say it. Cause only for all this man accountable for all the money where him have a run through him 28 bank account. For using both money we're missing out of SSL and all the other members out of SSL when I get back their money. For all the bad roads right now. For all the sell out all of the beaches. For all of the foreign investors when bringing in the country. And appear with local workers them. And I treat them like crap. And now a plan for bringing foreign workers just like he did with the teachers. And the icing on the cake or him insult on the little nastiness. And if you don't go out there and make this man know, say, listen, we're not falling away, demonstrate against you for step down, it's in time him peer, him and him politician friend them, 200 and 300% increase in them peer. Where them a live lavish and una live savage. Go hold the man accountable, man. On a weak nation. Go hold him accountable. God, Jamaica people need to start understand themselves, you know. Stop make these people taking for fool. We want real changes. Una go hear Mr. Andrew Holness telling you, say, you know, una have to go wait. Some of these roads now go get fixed. You see me I say because 40 billion can't fix all of them road there. And they must split the 40 billion there into two. 40 billion coming like a little bit of money. While them sit down pan all 500 billion. 500 zillion. Them money sit down pan. But them go now look at chup and say, oh 40 billion. And I'm putting 20 there and 20 there. How far that can go? Only for wake up people, we need a program where run all through the year where youth can get work. All through the year. And I build up a country. You know, anyway, still you can let me know what you say down in the comment section now.
Why today dirty clean road, how?
Make them know, man, make them know.
But I forget them are going to the son at your dirty vase.
No, they still losing. Half an hour. Can't move. They right to man say, them a work, we can't do nothing work. But them could have make a pass, but just I say.
Yeah, man.
Now, as I said, my viewers, Isat Buchanan sent a strong message to Anne-Marie Valls, Darrell Valls, and not only to Anne-Marie Valls and Darrell Valls, but also to the entire Jamaica, also especially to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, that they want changes. Because no matter them try to sabotage Isat Buchanan meeting the Portland people them during the day. Now I'm going to show the little clip them. I'm going to just make the conference play, and you can let me all know your thoughts down in the comment section. Do you think the people of Jamaica are ready for changes? Now, some of these clips are from like other parts of Jamaica, like Trelawney. You understand? It's a wave happening across Jamaica right now, my viewers and my subscribers, where you can see the orange wave waving across Jamaica. The people are crying for changes. And it doesn't matter what Mr. Andrew Holness does at this minute. The longer it takes to call the general election is the more damaging it's gonna be for the Jamaica Labour Party, and especially for one particular reason: if he is still the present Prime Minister going into the upcoming general election. And with that, my viewers, I want you to like, share, and also subscribe, and talk to me down in the comment section. Let me know, is it time for Mr. Andrew Holness to step down from his position? He has compromised his position as a Prime Minister. If you don't agree, you have to put down in the comment section so him can say that Mark Golan will want as the next Prime Minister.
A man whose heart is with the people. A man who is not afraid to take on vested interests of the establishment and the elite are all oppressors, and uplift people who are vulnerable and need help. On two occasions, when this government was setting its power against the people, in one instance it was in Bernard Lodge, when them licked down all the poor people house. Is Isat Buchanan who have a draw for to bring justice to the people. On another occasion, it was in Loydasville. 65 families living on land given to them by Worthy Park Estates at the request of Michael Joshua Manley in the early 1970s. And they had been paying for their houses, their land over time. And they had built great, beautiful houses on it. Many of them had gone away on farm work. And what happened? This government served eviction notice on them without warning, and said they must come off of the land within 90 days. And this Isat Buchanan, me have to drop again. and get injunction from the court and broke up that false court. Me as a man, I man believe in redemption. That is a Christian principle. Jesus Christ himself teach redemption. The fact that a man make a mistake early in his life, that don't cast a shadow over his entire life. A man can rally back again and be better than before and become an upstanding citizen and help the country to move forward and be a worthy representative of the people. And that is why I never hesitate when Isat say yeah, him ready, and Colin Bill say yeah, they will work with him, and all of the other comrades in the place say yeah, they will work with him too. They say yeah, go through Isat, your time now, time for
a bright young man to represent the people of Portland Eastern. Only to hear them other people start complaining and say all manner of things. If Darrell Voss can in a parliament, I said Buchanan put in the court. When we go into the next parliament, we want to have a representative in East Portland who say more than present. Because the current MP we're in a parliament, the only time she talk and when they call her name and she say present, we want a representative that will lobby for road, for water, for schools, for healthcare facility, for the servants of this constituent. Hold on. Never go on like them a bullbuck and dumping conqueror. We no afraid of nobody, no boy, no girl, no place, no day, no real. So tell them